Designed to help protect against freezer burn. Ziploc. Unlock life.
Why did we stuff Reese's Take 5 with 5 flavors? Because you can't handle 6!
Alright, Shalom. This your Mop. Coming at you with another one. Quick one through the Spirit and Power. Y'all about Shemel Shah. Quick exhortation for the brothers. The one to the elder apostles, a great millstone. All honor, praise, and glory to you. How about Shemel Shah? Shalom to you brothers, just as well as your few sisters who might be tuning in, listening, and learning. And like I said, quick exhortation for brothers. Keep brothers going in the Spirit. We got a couple of precepts in the etymology of a word. I'm going to get right into it. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 14, verse 13. And it says, but he... Oh, I'm sorry, because the topic of the lesson, I was watching a video of some guys, some jakes that, pretty much be exercising, and that's pretty much their business, is, fitness. And in the video, you had a bystander who was watching. They made him get down and hit a couple of push-ups. And so, as he was hitting them, at the end of the amount that he was pushing, of course he started to struggle a little bit and have trouble getting up, getting those push-ups. And pretty much one of the guys has said to him, they said, find something. That's something that those guys say. It's pretty much when they struggling on those last couple of reps, they say find something, and it resonated through the Spirit, because we pretty much have to find something. It's like something to keep you pushing, something to keep you moving, and something to keep you doing what you need to do, because of course we know, being in this kingdom, it's a lot of things that can try to vex us, and that do vex us. It's a lot of stumbling blocks out in the world. There's a lot of things that can snare a man, and keep him low, on a low level. But, the name of the game, especially in this truth, in general, but also in general, is to find something to keep you pushing, you gotta find something to keep you moving in the Spirit, and I know through experience, like depression and, just a low mindset, that's not always something that you want to be in, something that we go, you might, something that some brothers might deal with, being in this kingdom, but, I'm going to stop speaking. I'm just getting to some precepts. But, the name of the lesson is just, to find something to keep you pushing. You know what your light is. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 13. It says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Right, and we at the end. We at the end, and every day that go by, it's like we want to get the hell out of here. Not a day that goes by where the men of the Lord want to get out of this wicked kingdom. That's in the scriptures. Where it say, now we desire a new country in the book of Hebrews. So that's what's going on. We want to get out of here, but we have to endure every single day in this place. And so we pray that the Lord speed up the times, like the scriptures say, and etc. But in the midst of us enduring every day, us in our personal lives and stuff like that, we have to figure out and get creative as far as, keeping us going, finding something to keep us inspired, keep us, not even, and like motivation and inspiration, that ties into it, but also it's about consistency, Just something to keep that consistency, and that comes with growth. You know what I mean? The consistency of it comes with growth. But you know what I mean. Ultimately, it's up to you. How about Shmi Shah? Who gonna make it anyway? But just saying, just through the spirit of, just through the spirit, like, just, and this is an exhortation. We had to find something to keep us, going in the spirit, man. It's something that's always, it's something that's gonna inspire us to, or inspire the men of the Lord, to keep pushing all the way into the end. There's gonna be something there that's gonna inspire and motivate the men of the Lord to, endure all this all of the wickedness in this kingdom. It's something that's gonna inspire the men of the Lord to endure it all the way into the end. And we have to find that something in each and every one of our lives. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, and verse 18. Shalakia. I don't know what's up with my internet right now. It says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." Right. So whatever we suffer in this time that we're dealing with right now, is we understand, that it's temporary. We being raised up into some real life glory, man. Some glory that we don't even know. Some glory so glorious that we don't even know how glorious it's gonna look or sound or feel. And we see glory. Esau got glory. We see his military and his businesses, and he say you might stare at it in awe, like, or be, like, wow. It might, because it's power at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But at the same time, the power that we about to step into is gonna be on another level. So we all, that's something to keep in mind. One of the main things, Jake love, what man don't love glory, and honor and riches. You know what I mean? So that's without a doubt something that keep us motivated and consistent. In this trade, which this trade is, fishing is a spiritual trade. But let me see if there's anything left on that. Oh, this is good. 19. "For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh Shem Yahshua." So, hey, we waiting. The whole world is waiting for us, man. The whole world is waiting for us, man. So, if that don't keep you pushing, then I don't know what will, man. But this is the book of John, chapter 3 and verse 18. It says, "My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue." I'll read it one more time. This book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 18. "My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth." Right, not in word and in tongue, but it's a spiritual thing. It's more than just lip service, in this English bastard language, man. It's or in any language across the face of the earth right now, besides the Hebrew. It's a spiritual mindset thing, man. It says, "But in deed and in truth." And when you get that word deed, real quick, the word deed in the etymology, it says that which is done, acted, or performed. Right, so it's an action. Deed is an action word. So, and that's why the Lord chose men, because, that's what men are about. They're a creature of actions, men. That's why the Lord, he deal with men, It says, yeah, that's pretty much the point, Yes, it's an action word, so, right, and that's beautiful, Once again, it's not about that lip service, but it's about those actions, those truthful actions, a truthful action, allow a person to know that you were sincere, A truthful action will allow, a person to know that you were sincere. And you know that Jake in this generation, and Jake in general, sure throughout all of history, got an envious spirit, and like a wicked spirit in him that the Lord placed in Jake, like Jake wicked, and he got like a wicked spirit, so you can't really trust, you can't really trust Jake. And that reminds me of the scriptures in the book of Job. I think that's like chapter 6 or something. It's the scriptures say that the Lord put no trust in His servant, or something like that. Rough paraphrasing, because you can't, Jake got an envious, spirit on him, man. Jake, be having demons on him, but and that's why, especially now, like where we made a byword, we entered the curses and stuff like that. A lot of Jakes, the way nations look at Jake like, they just thieves and robbers, and even our own people might look at you, hey, that's just a good example. We go out here on the highways and byways, and we wear garments of sackcloth, and people look at us, not only the heathen nations, but even our own people, like, they look at us like we just niggas, man. That's all they see us as, is just niggas. They come up to us, they don't want to entreat or hearken unto what the Lord is saying to them. They'd rather rebuttal and try to argue, about some Yahweh or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's all you get out of our people. Like, they just look at us as criminals, which is understandable, because it's like the scriptures say that we be made a byword. You see? So, it might be hard to find somebody that's actually truthful and sincere, So that's why the Lord put all the truthful and sincere men into one section, which is going to be the 144,000 plus a 1/3, women and children and men, whatever. So that's once again, those deeds, which is actions and truth, is what is going to get us delivered. But ultimately, it's the spirit of Yahweh that rests upon men, So keep your actions truthful. Even if you go off, like, you got to learn how to use not only your right hand, but your left hand side too, man. Like, like one of the brothers told me, he say, Jake, you want to do everything right. Jake don't want to go off, man, But we understand that we do, So even when you go off, you just got to stay in the spirit, because, sometimes when you go off, it could be like, it could feel like a rebuke, man, like, but, you don't want to let yourself get low. That's in the scriptures. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter, 16, around like 70. It says, let not thy sins weigh you down. Let not thy iniquity weigh you down. Which that's twofold. It can be physical, but also it can be spiritual. We don't dwell in our iniquities now that we're in the truth. Like, we don't just stick around our wickedness, on purpose. Like, if we understand that we can't keep the law perfectly, so brothers, we try to do it to the best of our ability, and in doing that there it go right there. But in deed and in truth, because that's a good deed, man. That's good that a man, try to keep it to the best of his ability, because that goes to show that he got the knowledge that he can't keep it perfectly, but he also got the knowledge, that we under mercy, and that we want to, show the Lord that we actually care, man, But, I'm going to go to the next precept. This book of James, chapter 1 and verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Right, and that spirit, I just said, we trying to show the Lord that we actually love him, And so, we doing that through truthful actions, man, or good deeds, And it's like, the lesson was supposed to be about, finding something to keep it going. But, the spirit changed, man. That's how the spirit moves. You never know where it's going to go. That's another thing, man. just follow after the Spirit, man. Once again, like, I probably didn't finish the point. You have to learn how to use your right hand and your left hand. Like, you know, make sure you're doing the right deeds. But if you slip up, you know, on the left hand side, then make sure that your spirit indeed was good on the left hand as well. If that Lord's willing, that makes sense, you know. Because like I said, I mean, me personally, I do find myself being vexed sometimes when I do, you know, go off or whatever, you know. Shit, and I'm right-handed, you know, if that make any sense. You know, shit. Man, it's crazy. This flesh gotta go, but like even sometimes, like just a quick example. Sometimes like I might, I don't know, like pick up something with my left hand or something like that. You know, you just gotta know like that the Lord, He in everything, man. You know, you gotta know that He in everything, bro. And you know, Lord's willing, that makes sense. But it says, and let us not be weary and well. Oh, this is a good one. This book Galatians chapter 6 and verse 9. It says, and let us not be weary and well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. You know, so yeah, man, don't. Hey, once again, like finding something to keep you pushing, man. You know, shit, man. Shit, it could be anything, man. Pain, you know, pain that you went through in the world, like. Keep that in mind, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can use that as a currency to keep you pushing. Use anything that you got in your spirit, man. Like, anything, bro. Just, just to keep you pushing, you know, and this thing of ours. Like Apostle Bar said, like, you know, in this thing of ours, man. Excuse me. Oh, damn. Crappy shit. Slucky about that. This book Galatians chapter 6 and verse 9. It says, and let us not be weary and well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, that was the last one. You know, the last precept I pretty much have. I don't really have nothing that came to my spirit. So, you know, Lord's willingness is exhorting, edifying to somebody, an elect member out there.